up guys? Super exciting day. I've already opened them because I couldn't wait, but got a package from Japan. If you watched the other videos, you obviously knew my coilovers died. I decided I'm just not going to cheap out. Like, I want to keep this car for as long as I possibly can, so might as well just get the good stuff. So you may recognize this box. It's pretty well, like recognizable obviously. I went for 326 power coilovers. You can just tell, like, with the level of detail they put in their packaging, that this company seriously cares about their appearance. So that's why I love 326, and I've only heard good things about their coilovers, so I went for them. So here they are. I already grabbed them all out of the box and set them up. So I fully customized these. That's how 326 coilovers work. You pretty much customize every aspect of them. For the colors, they love going crazy with like full rainbow stuff, but I wanted to keep it clean. So I went blue, everything, like dust boot and all the metal components that you can, and just pink for the springs. So these ones are the fronts, the shorter ones. You can't get this bottom collar in a custom color. That's just, yeah, I don't know why. It must be made from something different. I don't know what their reasoning is. But yeah, these are super cool with their camber adjustment. So they've got slotted holes, but like the issue with slotted holes is you can get movement in the bolts. So they've got these cool plates which get like seated in these, so they can't move, and they're the perfect size for the bolts. So it's slotted, but you don't have any of the worries of your bolts moving like you usually would. So I went 12K springs in the fronts, which is the same as I was running before, and I went 7 in the rear with helpers. So I used to run 10 in the rear, but with this setup now I really don't need it because my wheel isn't close to, like, I'm not worried about the wheel hitting the strut because it's only a 9.5. So thought I'd give myself a bit more comfort and grip, so I went with 7s and added the helpers, which 326 recommended, and I talked to some other people who recommended putting these in the rear as well, just to help with grip. When the rear of the car lifts up and like the wheel, instead of the wheel coming off the ground, the helper spring will push the wheel back down on the ground to keep it on the road gripping. And just another cool thing, like, that sets 326 apart from other companies, these cool coilover collar tools. Not sure exactly what you call them, but yeah, these, you can see these just have holes to adjust. It's like definitely different from any other coilover I've seen. But yeah, these things should definitely let me go pretty low pretty comfortably. I'm not going to bore you with the full install because it's already on my channel if you want to see how to install the coilovers in an S15 S chassis. But yeah, I'll show you the main things along the way, and yeah, let's get to slamming this thing. And I just wanted to show you the top of one of these. This is a front. Yeah, only the front has the camber adjustment, but like, just the quality of everything on these is crazy. So you can see, look how many different holes of adjustment there are in these camber tops. So crazy adjustment on those, and you've got the clicker like usual, but yeah, just every piece on these is beautiful. getting along with it. Some progress. Front going in. These things look so nice in there. Sad you're never going to see them when they're on the car. Okay, I'll give you guys a quick little update on the progress. Fronts are both in, all done. Cambers are set to what I think is right. I put the car down before and it was way too high, so I've lowered it quite a lot. And somewhat worried I've lowered it too much, because these have a good amount of droop as well. So we're going to be tucking some good tyre in the front when I drop this down. But so yeah, I think the cambers are all set pretty good. Should tuck in just a tiny bit more when I drop it. I think I might have gone a little bit overboard with the low. But yeah, still up on the blocks, so I'll drive it down now and we'll have a good look. It's looking pretty tight though, even with my mangled guard. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it's safe to say I went dumb low. Actually, we still got just a front lip Air Force One gap. Tight Air Force One gap though. Holy crap. She's definitely low. I guess I'll take it for a quick spin to see if it's drivable. Yeah, I'll do the rears another day because it's pitch black outside now. But yeah, this thing's tough. Okay, so I just tried to go out my driveway. I'll insert the clip right here. So yeah, sway bar on the ground and almost that front like bit of the frame, I think it is, on the ground. So it's not going to work unfortunately because my driveway is really bad. So I'm just going to raise it a smidge. I don't know how much, maybe like 1 centimeter, 10 mil, and then I think we should be okay. So we'll have a look. I love that because my brakes aren't that big. You can see the pink and blue of the coilover through the wheel. It's pretty cool. Alright, so I put the car up exactly 10 mil. Not much at all. Just the fronts, obviously. And it's pretty perfect. I got out my driveway, even with a passenger in the car, and I just touch my sway bar. Like just, which I'm not too worried about. So it's pretty perfect, not gonna lie. We are still slammed in the front, honestly, tucking some decent tyre. And this seems to be the lowest part, this side part of the lip. Like I can't even fit my shoe in there. And the front lip is pretty low as well. Snug fit an AF1 in there. So yeah, it is sitting a little bit even. The rear is honestly probably even a tiniest bit higher still. So going to chuck these in tomorrow possibly. And yeah, we'll get the rear lower and should be sweet. Okay, it is a new day, which means it's time for the rears to go in. So I've just pulled one of the rear coilovers out and I'm going to not match, but so I want to go a little bit lower, but the thing with these ones is they have these helper springs in them. So I'm pretty sure the helper springs fully compress just like from the weight of the car when it sits on the ground. So that would mean that these have to be the same height, these would have to be longer because these just compress as soon as the car goes on the ground. So I think I'm going to make them pretty similar lengths, so that then when that crushes, the ride height will be a little bit lower than what it was. Okay, so these are the lengths I'm going with. You can see it's a little bit shorter than what the old one was, but I'm pretty sure it will compress to be lower once the car's on the ground. And here's the first one in, looking spicy. Alright, that took longer than expected because there was one slightly stripped bolt on the top of the strut, which I luckily managed to get out, so we're all good. So I'm just going to tighten all the locking collars up, and we should be good to put it down and see how it is. What's cool with these that I haven't seen on any other coilovers before is so for the bottom, it's got this locking ring, but on the top there's no second locking ring like I've seen on most coilovers. Like it's got, yeah, you can see that little screw and then an Allen key screw which just tightens, and this is essentially like a clamp, so it doesn't need that bottom collar. And these all seem to be pre-tensioned up pretty well, so I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to nip these up, make sure they're tight, and just tighten the bottom locking collars. Having a look at it now, it's definitely lower. It's pretty tight in the rear. See, it's just about a finger to the lip, and I can squeeze a finger in. Could maybe pull a tiny bit of camber out when I get an alignment, but I like how it's sitting overall. It's looking pretty even. The exhaust is stupid low, which I'm getting fixed up tomorrow actually. So let's see if I can get out my driveway without ripping my skirts up. You can see I'm pushing it, but I think we're good. I can still fit a finger under the side skirt. See, some stuff's getting close in there, and the exhaust is on the ground right now, but that'll be fixed by tomorrow. Alright, I just took it for a little test drive, and like, I'm honestly lost for words with how comfortable this thing is. It barely even feels like I'm driving a lowered car, and I'm way lower than I've literally ever been. I just set the dampening. There's like 26 levels of dampening. I've just set them in the middle for now, and it feels really good. I honestly never thought I could be running this low and have a car this comfortable. Like, it barely even feels like it's a lowered car. Like, genuinely is almost as comfortable as any normal car. Well, I think that's gonna end it for this video. Yeah, it was pretty successful, easy install, I'd say, and happy, really happy with them so far, just on the first drive. I'll keep you guys updated when I start driving it a lot harder, take it up the hills or something. I'm getting the exhaust tucked up tomorrow, the muffler moved, so shouldn't have scraping issues. The only thing that'll be stupid low is the front lip, but if that rips off, it rips off. It is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Should be back with another one pretty soon. Peace.